Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for gathering here today. I'm honored to share a few thoughts with you on a subject that I believe is essential to understanding ourselves, building inner strength, and achieving true success. Today we're going to talk about the journey of learning to rise alone. Many of us are taught to seek companionship, to lean on others, and to draw strength from those around us. And while there is undeniable beauty in friendships, partnerships, and support networks, there is a power within each of us that can only be unlocked when we dare to stand alone, face the world alone, and ultimately rise alone. The journey to rising alone isn't always easy. It often requires us to confront our deepest fears, to weather the storms of self-doubt, and to discover a part of ourselves we might never have known existed. But through this journey, we learn one of life's most profound truths: we possess within ourselves all the strength, courage, and resilience needed to overcome any challenge that life may throw at us. The power of self-reliance. To rise alone is, at its core, to become self-reliant. Self-reliance is not about isolation, nor is it about rejecting help from others. It is about cultivating a belief in our own abilities and understanding that, in the end, we are responsible for our journey and our destiny. When we rely on ourselves, we are free from the limitations that others might place upon us. We are free from the need for validation, from the pressure to conform, and from the influence of others' opinions. We are empowered to make our own choices, to follow our own path, and to stay true to our values. Self-reliance doesn't mean that we won't face challenges or setbacks. In fact, when we choose to rise alone, we are more likely to encounter obstacles. But here's the beauty of it. Every obstacle we overcome on our own strengthens us, builds our character, and gives us a resilience that cannot be shaken. Embracing solitude. There is a difference between loneliness and solitude. Loneliness is the feeling of isolation and separation, while solitude is a state of peace, a space where we connect deeply with ourselves. Solitude allows us to listen to our own voice, to understand our own needs, and to cultivate a relationship with ourselves that is rooted in self-respect, self-love, and self-awareness. In solitude, we find clarity. We learn to quiet the noise of the outside world and listen to our own inner wisdom. We begin to understand who we truly are, what we truly want, and what we are capable of. Solitude is not something to be feared. It is a powerful tool for self-discovery and growth. When you rise alone, you come to realize that you are your own best friend, your own greatest advocate, and your own most trusted ally. This understanding, this deep connection with yourself, gives you the confidence to face any challenge that comes your way. Resilience, rising after every fall. The journey to rising alone is not a smooth one. There will be times when you fall, when you doubt yourself, and when the path seems impossibly hard. But rising alone means having the resilience to get back up after every fall. It means learning from each setback, growing stronger with each challenge, and refusing to let failure define you. Resilience is not something you are born with. It is something you develop over time. It is a muscle that grows with every struggle, with every setback, and with every moment of doubt. When you rise alone, you are building resilience. You are teaching yourself that no matter how many times you are knocked down, you have the strength to stand back up. And each time you do, you are not just rising physically, you are rising mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. You are building a foundation of strength and resilience that no one can take away from you. Breaking free from external validation. One of the greatest challenges in rising alone is learning to let go of the need for validation from others. We live in a world where we are constantly judged, where our worth is often measured by external standards. But to rise alone is to understand that true self-worth comes from within. When you rise alone, you are free from the need for approval, from the fear of judgment, and from the limitations others might place on you. You are no longer defined by others' opinions, but by your own values, your own goals, and your own vision for your life. This freedom is empowering. It allows you to take risks, to make bold choices, and to pursue your dreams without fear. It allows you to be true to yourself, to live authentically, and to follow a path that is uniquely yours. Finding strength in adversity. Adversity is an inevitable part of life. We all face challenges, we all encounter obstacles, and we all experience setbacks. But when you rise alone, you learn to see adversity not as something to fear, but as something to embrace. Adversity is a teacher. It is through adversity that we grow, that we learn, and that we discover our true strength. When you face challenges on your own, you learn to rely on your own resilience, your own courage, and your own determination. You come to understand that every setback is an opportunity to grow, to learn, and to become stronger. When you rise alone, you become unbreakable. You develop a strength that is not dependent on external circumstances, but on your own inner resilience. You become someone who can face any challenge, overcome any obstacle, and rise above any hardship. The joy of independence. Independence is one of the greatest gifts you can give yourself. When you rise alone, you are no longer dependent on others for your happiness, your success, or your self-worth. You are free to live life on your own terms, to pursue your own passions, and to follow your own dreams. Independence is not about rejecting the support of others, but about having the confidence to stand on your own. It is about knowing that you are capable of achieving your goals, of overcoming challenges, and of living a life that is true to who you are. There is a joy that comes with independence, a sense of freedom that cannot be matched. When you rise alone, you experience this joy. You feel the pride of knowing that you have achieved something on your own, that you have overcome obstacles, and that you have proven to yourself what you are capable of. Becoming your own hero? When you rise alone, you become your own hero. You learn to save yourself, to lift yourself up, and to be the source of your own strength. You no longer look to others to rescue you or to solve your problems. Instead, you take responsibility for your own life, for your own happiness, and for your own success. Being your own hero is empowering. It gives you the confidence to face any challenge, to pursue your dreams, and to live life on your own terms. You become someone who is not defined by the opinions of others, but by your own beliefs, your own values, and your own vision. The journey of rising alone. Rising alone is not a destination, it is a journey. It is a path of self-discovery, of growth, and of transformation. It is a journey that requires courage, resilience, and determination, but it is a journey that is worth taking. Along the way, you will face challenges. You will experience moments of doubt, of fear, and of uncertainty, but you will also experience moments of triumph, of joy, and of pride. You will come to know yourself in a way that you never have before. You will discover a strength, a resilience, and a courage that you never knew you possessed. And in the end, you will realize that rising alone is not about being alone. It is about being empowered. It is about understanding that you have within you everything you need to achieve your dreams, to overcome your challenges, and to live a life that is true to who you are. Ladies and gentlemen, I encourage you to embrace the journey of rising alone. Dare to rely on yourself, to believe in your own strength, and to trust in your own abilities. Don't be afraid to stand on your own, to face the world alone, and to rise above any challenge that comes your way. Remember, you are stronger than you think, braver than you believe, and more resilient than you know. You have within you the power to rise, to overcome, and to achieve greatness. So go out there, embrace the journey, and rise alone. Thank you for gathering here today. It is a privilege to share my thoughts with you about a profound and transformative journey, the journey of learning to rise alone. In a society that often emphasizes the importance of community and collaboration, the concept of rising alone may seem counterintuitive. We are taught to lean on others, to seek help, and to collaborate. While these are essential elements of human connection, there is a unique power that lies in self-reliance. Today, I want to explore the strength, resilience, and growth that comes from the decision to rise alone, the essence of self-discovery. Rising alone begins with self-discovery. When we strip away the influences of others, be they friends, family, or societal expectations, we allow ourselves the space to connect deeply with who we truly are. This journey is not always easy. It requires introspection, honesty, and sometimes confronting uncomfortable truths about ourselves. Take a moment to reflect on your life. How often have you made choices based on what others expected or desired for you? How many times have you silenced your own voice in favor of those around you? When we rise alone, we confront these patterns. We learn to embrace our individuality, to listen to our inner voice, and to follow our own unique path. Building inner strength. To rise alone is to cultivate inner strength. This strength is built through facing challenges head-on, making tough decisions, and overcoming obstacles without relying on external support. It is about developing a mindset that embraces difficulties as opportunities for growth. Every time you confront a challenge on your own, you are fortifying your character. You are saying to yourself, I am capable. I can handle this. With each hurdle you clear, your confidence grows and you become more adept at navigating the complexities of life. This inner strength becomes your foundation, a wellspring of resilience that you can draw upon whenever you face adversity. Embracing the unknown. Rising alone often means stepping into the unknown. This can be terrifying. The fear of failure, of rejection, or of not knowing what lies ahead can paralyze us. But here lies a critical lesson. The unknown is where magic happens. It is in the uncharted territory that we discover our true potential. Think about the greatest achievements in history. They often arose from individuals who dared to step into uncertainty. Innovators, leaders, and pioneers took risks that others were afraid to take. They ventured into the unknown and emerged with groundbreaking ideas, inspiring change and progress. When you rise alone, you embrace uncertainty as a companion rather than a foe. You understand that while the outcome may be uncertain, the journey is invaluable. You become comfortable with discomfort, allowing it to propel you toward growth rather than holding you back. The strength of independence. Independence is a vital component of rising alone. It allows you to make choices that align with your values and aspirations rather than being swayed by others' opinions. Independence is not about rejecting the support of loved ones. It's about having the courage to chart your own course. When you stand on your own 2 feet, you develop a sense of agency in your life. You realize that you are in control of your choices and consequently your destiny. This realization is empowering. It propels you to take action, to pursue your dreams with fervor, and to build a life that reflects your true self. Moreover, independence fosters accountability. When you rise alone, you recognize that you alone are responsible for your actions and decisions. This accountability instills a sense of discipline and commitment. You become someone who follows through on their intentions, someone who takes ownership of their path, and someone who is determined to succeed. Facing and overcoming fear. One of the most significant barriers to rising alone is fear. Fear of failure, fear of judgment, and fear of the unknown can loom large, casting a shadow over our aspirations. But here's the truth. Fear is a natural part of the journey. It does not signify weakness. Rather, it is a sign that you are venturing into new territory. To rise alone, you must learn to confront and manage your fears. This requires cultivating a mindset that sees fear not as an obstacle, but as a stepping stone. Fear can be a powerful motivator. It can drive you to prepare, to strategize, and push beyond your perceived. When you face your fears, you diminish their power over you. You begin to understand that the only thing standing between you and your dreams is the courage to confront the unknown. Each time you take a step despite your fear, you diminish its hold on you, transforming it into fuel for your journey. The importance of self-reflection. Rising alone allows for moments of self-reflection, a crucial aspect of personal growth. In the hustle and bustle of life, we often forget to pause and reflect. We become so caught up in external demands that we neglect our internal compass. Self-reflection is a powerful tool for rising alone. It provides you with the clarity needed to understand your goals, values, and motivations. By taking time to reflect on your experiences, you can identify patterns, recognize areas for improvement, and celebrate your successes. Ask yourself, what have I learned from my challenges? What values are most important to me? How can I align my actions with my aspirations? These questions will guide you in your journey and help you rise with intention and purpose. The role of personal accountability. When you rise alone, you also take on the role of your own accountability partner. No longer can you rely on others to check in on your progress. Instead, you become the one responsible for setting goals, tracking your progress, and celebrating your achievements. This accountability is empowering. It reinforces your commitment to your dreams and encourages you to stay disciplined in your pursuits. You learn to measure your success based on your criteria rather than seeking external validation. This shift in perspective allows you to focus on your growth and progress, leading to a more fulfilling and authentic journey. Celebrating your wins. In the pursuit of your dreams, it's essential to celebrate your victories, big and small. When you rise alone, you often achieve milestones that are deeply personal. These victories may go unnoticed by the world, but they are significant to you. Take the time to acknowledge your accomplishments. Each step forward is a testament to your strength, determination, and resilience. Celebrating these wins fosters a sense of gratitude and reinforces the belief that you are capable of achieving even more. Remember, the journey of rising alone is filled with ups and downs. It's essential to honor your progress and to be kind to yourself during moments of struggle. Recognizing your victories will inspire you to keep moving forward and to continue pursuing your dreams. Inspiring others through your journey. When you rise alone, you not only empower yourself, you also inspire those around you. Your journey serves as a beacon of hope for others who may feel lost or uncertain. When they see you taking charge of your life, embracing your independence and overcoming challenges, they are encouraged to do the same. Your story has the power to resonate with others. It reminds them that they too have the strength to rise alone, to confront their fears, and to pursue their passions. You become a living testament to the possibility of transformation through self-reliance. Consider the impact you can have on those around you. By sharing your experiences, your struggles, and your victories, you can motivate others to embark on their journeys of self-discovery and empowerment. Ladies and gentlemen, as I conclude, I want to leave you with this powerful message. To rise alone is to embrace your journey of self-discovery, resilience, and empowerment. It is about recognizing the strength within you, facing your fears, and taking charge of your life. You have the power to create your own path, to follow your dreams, and to become the hero of your own story. Embrace the journey of rising alone, and you will discover a world of possibilities waiting for you. So go out there with confidence. Trust in your abilities, believe in your vision, and rise alone. The journey may be challenging, but the rewards are immeasurable. You are capable of achieving greatness, and I cannot wait to see the incredible things you will accomplish. Thank you.